Called an epidemic in the United States, and it is sweeping through the Central Coast. Let's get you up to speed. 35,000 Americans die every year from drug overdoses. Painkillers are the #1 cause. 70% of people who are abusing these drugs get them from their parents or friends, and it's a growing trend here on the Central Coast. Liza Sullivan interviewed experts on the misuse of drugs, and it is in the studio to find out their input on the problem. Liza?
Jeanette, Robert Saenz is a medical consultant who studies drug misuse. He met with Central Coast doctors tonight with advice on how they can better monitor their patients and make sure that they don't become addicts and drugs don't get into the wrong hands. Prescription drugs, the ones found in your medicine cabinet at home, are the new killer in the United States. It's estimated that 2,000 teenagers take these medications every day without a prescription.
They take these medications to get a great high, which often leads to addiction or even worse consequences.
The number of deaths caused by an overdose of these drugs is skyrocketing, from 4,000 deaths in 1999 to 15,000 in 2008, and that number continues to climb.
More of these drugs getting prescribed by physicians. We also live in a community that is bombarded by messages in the media and in the general public that there is always a pill to cure something.
Clark Guest, an addiction specialist for San Luis Obispo County, says he's seen a rise in prescription drug abuse because the drugs are so easy to get.
They're available on the streets, through doctors or doctor shopping, parents' prescriptions, or their friends' parents' prescriptions.
A state database now targets drug misuse by evaluating who prescribes medications and where they end up.
But also the insurance companies, the pharmacies, and ultimately the patient has a responsibility to take these as prescribed, and then also to safeguard them from their loved ones so that they don't end up in the wrong hands.
Now, some of those pills can sell for $25 to $100 out on the streets, but as mentioned, most people are getting those medicines right from the cabinet in their own home. In the San Luis Obispo newsroom, I'm Liza Sullivan, KSBY News.
All right, thank you, Liza. Another concern is teenagers are hosting what's called farm parties, where they mix medicines in a bowl and take them to get a high, which of